We have a cutoff date, which is October. So October 2025, my governing council has to decide whether we move forward or not. So that's an important date. My strong hope is that by then, the European Parliament has passed the legislation that will support the technological work, the policy work, the unified rule book that we are working on so that we can launch.
The European Central Bank has officially confirmed the digital euro CBDC is going to launch this year in October of 2025. And the digital euro will be built on XRP, QNT, and Hedera HBAR. This right here is the Digital Euro Association, an organization in charge of developing the digital euro, and the Digital Euro Association is important to Ripple, XRP, and Hedera HBAR because, as you can tell, Ripple is a gold member, is an institutional member of the Digital Euro Association, Ripple XRP, right here as you can tell, and the HBAR Foundation. They are both working in this Digital Euro Association in charge of shaping the future of the digital euro. They are building a public digital euro, which is a CBDC, and a private digital euro, which is a stablecoin, a euro stablecoin. So they are building both of these in collaboration with the digital euro, the HBAR Foundation, and Ripple's XRP. And in this digital euro conference that just happened last month in March, this conference is important because not only do they speak about the digital euro and what they're going to do, but at this conference, there were very important people and important companies, including, as you can tell right here, we have Accenture, EY, KPMG, Deloitte, we have Ripple. XRP also was at this conference. Not only that, Circle was there, the European Commission, the European Central Bank also to speak about the digital euro because the European Central Bank will be in charge of the digital euro, and they were there at this conference. The International Monetary Fund was there also. Banks of Korea, of Germany, of other huge countries, of France were all there, of Turkey, of Brazil. All of those central banks were there. SWIFT was there as well, and many other huge financial organizations. But the fact that Ripple XRP was the only cryptocurrency right here, as you can tell, Ripple XRP, the only crypto on this list is huge. Also, in this report right here by the European Central Bank titled "The Use of DLT in Post-Trade Processes," this is for payments, and the European Central Bank literally mentioned, guess which cryptocurrency? They mention a DLT solution by Quant. Quant Network's Overledger was literally mentioned by the European Central Bank in this report. So listen to what they say. They say Quant's Overledger operating system is a DLT-based system for interconnecting and enabling interoperability between DLT-based solutions and conventional systems. It is aimed at facilitating the communication, migration, and exchange of information value among different systems by allowing general purpose applications to run on top of them. So they literally mentioned Quant QNT in this European Central Bank document, and also they leave a link to Quant's website. They mentioned Chainlink as well, but Quant is a cryptocurrency that the European Central Bank is definitely taking a look into, because also there is another report that the ECB, the European Central Bank, released, and in this report also the ECB mentions Quant's Overledger technology. Literally right here they say the DLT-based system for DLT and legacy-based solutions by Quant. Quant's Overledger operating system is a DLT system aiming to interconnect and interoperate disparate DLTs as well as legacy systems. It aims to eliminate the problem of single ledger dependency by facilitating the communication, migration, and exchange of information as well as value among different DLTs by allowing general purpose applications to run on top of them. So basically, long story short, this allows Quant allows interoperability and interconnectivity between many different financial systems and DLTs around the world, and Quant is at the center of that. It can connect all of them together. That's what the Quant Overledger operating system can do for DLTs and financial systems, according to the European Central Bank. Again, don't forget, this is directly from a report from the ECB in Europe, the European Central Bank, mentioning Quant multiple times. And now I'm going to play you this video right here of this guy speaking about Quant working with the European Central Bank. Yes, the European Central Bank is working with Quant, confirmed in this video. Listen to this.
We had the opportunity and great fortune to work with Quant Network. They originally created ISO 222, TC 307, and a couple of people on their team have ACH patents from back in the day. They work with the Bank of International Settlements, the European Central Bank, and His Majesty's Treasury now. It was for His Majesty's Treasury. But
Quant QNT is working with the BIS, the European Central Bank, and the UK government. Confirmed in this video right here, everyone. This is huge if you own QNT. Also, the European Central Bank has chosen Nexi for its digital euro prototype. Now, why is this important? Because Nexi has been chosen by the European Central Bank. Why is this important to Quant QNT? Because, as you can tell, QNT is officially powering Nexi. Yes, Nexi is powered by Quant QNT for its payments and its interconnectivity and the interledger interoperability. Everything is ran on the back end by Quant QNT for Nexi. Now, again, Nexi is the same company chosen by the European Central Bank for its digital prototype. So there are a lot of connections between Quant QNT and the ECB. Now, according to this report right here from the European Central Bank, they definitely are going to use DLTs, distributed ledger technologies, within their digital euro. Their CBDC will be ran by the blockchain, by DLTs. That is what is going to power the digital euro. It has been confirmed by the Central Bank of Europe themselves. They literally mention here how they have an initiative to settle DLT-based transactions in central bank money. So DLTs is the engine, the power behind the digital euro, is DLT, is blockchain, is cryptocurrency, confirmed by the European Central Bank right here. Now, also, the European Central Bank is serious about enabling offline payments for their CBDC, for their digital euro. They have to have offline use. Now, why is this important to Hedera HBAR and Ripple XRP? Because when we take a look at this report right here, titled Offline CBDC Payments, they speak about the best service providers, the best companies working to solve this offline CBDC payments, because this is important. Now, why is this important to Hedera HBAR and Ripple XRP? Well, good question. Because the best solution providers in the world for offline payments for CBDCs include Hedera HBAR, right here, built on Hedera, the HBAR Foundation, Polygon, and Ripple XRP. Literally, HBAR and XRP are the best offline service providers for CBDCs. So they are enabling offline payments right now for central bank digital currencies. This solution is huge because it has been recognized by the international institutions like the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, the International Monetary Fund, the United Nations, and the World Bank have all recognized this offline solution that includes Ripple and Hedera. And other large central banks, including the Bank of Indonesia, have all seen this solution. Now, this solution has been integrated with most CBDC solution providers and evaluated by several top and smaller central banks. The IDEMIA Secure Offline CBDC Payment Solution is now the industry standard for offline CBDC payments. So this right here is the standard. This offline payment solution for CBDCs that includes Hedera and XRP is the standard. We all know that the digital euro is coming. It's only a matter of time until the digital euro is launched, and it's coming very soon. Now, according to credible sources that visited the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, HBAR will power the digital euro and will be integrated into the European digital identity wallet via the HC3 verifiable credentials. Now, Eurocoin will be a stablecoin that is minted by the European Bank and backed by digital notes issued by the European central banks. Now, according to the sources, Hedera Stablecoin Studio will be utilized to enable the digital currency. A key reason behind this choice has been the record low energy consumption of the Hedera network and the possibility to tie carbon credits to transactions. Eurocoin will have a KYC AML check requirement, but will settle instantaneously using across European Union banks. This will most likely mean that all EU banks will have to integrate Hedera's technology. Eurocoin can also be sent via SMS, according to the source, through Hedera Council member Deutsche Telekom's infrastructure. So Deutsche Telekom is a governing council member of Hedera, and they're working with Hedera and the Eurocoin to build it and enable text messaging transactions. So you can send money via text. So the digital euro, the European CBDC, the Eurocoin, whatever you want to call it, it has many connections to Hedera HBAR. HBAR will literally power the digital euro, and the digital euro is massive. The digital euro has trillions of dollars now circulating. Actually, it's over $15.5 trillion today, as I'm recording this video. That is how much money is circulating in the digital euro. And the European Central Bank President, Christine Lagarde, has said that the digital euro will launch this year in October. Now, this is important. If you live in anywhere in Europe, you need to see this because they are claiming it will be more convenient. Yes, it's going to be easier to use the digital euro, but in reality, this is an attack on your freedom. They will track every payment. They can block purchases. So example, no meat this week. You cannot have any meat this week. Your carbon footprint is already too high. They can control your movement. So your money only works where they want you to be. So example, if the government says no travel, you cannot go anywhere. Your money will not work outside of those lines. So let's say you live in Germany and you have to stay in Berlin. You cannot go to Portugal. You cannot go to Spain. You cannot go to France and spend your money if the government does not allow you. So that is what the digital euro will enable. And a lot of people are worried about what's going to happen with the digital euro because of stuff like this. They can also impose their ideology on you. So your money won't work unless you say politically correct things. If you say stuff that they don't like, then maybe they'll turn off your money. So that is a risk that a lot of people are speaking about. And Christine Lagarde has addressed some of those issues. She has spoken about some of those concerns and how the European Central Bank needs to fix those challenges, those problems, because before the digital euro is rolled out, the European Central Bank needs to ensure that the digital euro is created in a way that is fair for everyone and includes everyone. Because also the ECB has said that it will limit the amount of money people can store in their digital euros to, in their words, prevent excessive outflows of deposits of banks. So they want to stop a bank run from happening with the digital euro, which I agree with. There should be things to stop that. But it's never a good sign when you have to lock people in and you give them a limit, a maximum limit of, let's say, 3,000 euros. That's it. That's all you can hold in your digital wallet, and you're not allowed to hold any more. Well, guess what? That stops people from being truly productive and making more money and earning more money. If they know their limit is 3,000 or 5,000 euros or whatever it is, they will stop at that limit. They will never push themselves to be better. There are so many challenges with the digital euro, but it is coming. It is coming very soon. And also, the World Economic Forum has mentioned how the EU is planning for the digital euro. It's promising complete privacy. And in this report, they speak about how the European Commission has paved the way for the digital euro, and a total of 130 countries representing 98% of the global GDP are currently exploring central bank digital currencies. And now Europe is one step closer to the digital euro. If you use the euro, if you live in Europe, anywhere in Europe, this will affect you. All of you watching right now that use the euro, you will be affected by this news. So do your part, share this video, send this video to everyone that you know that will use the digital euro, because the European CBDC, the digital euro, is going to be launched very, very soon. And this will affect all of you watching right now. That is why everyone needs to see this video. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Tap the like button, smash the like button so the algorithm can push this out to everyone. I love you all, and I will see you very soon. Until next time, Crypto AI Man.